Yo, what's up, guys? It's RhiNosiiTe coming back again with the tour podcast. This is gonna be episode 6. Back again with my boy Plex, and right here up in this upper corner, my boy Christian. What's up, man? Introduce
What's
yourself.
up? Hey, it's your boy. It's your boy Galactic Shark here. You know,
Galactic. Oh yeah,
yes
well,
sir.
it's kind of
Oh,
temporary at the
okay.
moment.
Name in the works. Yes,
Yeah,
I will say name in the works,
he's
but
working on
content
that
creator.
name.
But I will say content creator for right now, at
Nice,
least.
nice. So introduce yourself, like what you do, what you about. Well, first off, I want to just say I apologize for the longest freaking wait ever for this newer, I guess, podcast. We've been kind of in a little slump, but we're gonna slowly and surely kick back up on everything. But sorry to cut you off, Christian.
It's okay. So, what do you guys want to know? Like, what's what?
What got you into gaming, man? Like I know that you. Well, let's start. Yeah, let's just go off of like what got you into gaming and what type of games you into.
So, type of games I'm into. Shoot, I'd play anything honestly. The only thing I don't really play is more like RPGs or, you
Mm.
know, like that type of games. But I play mainly right now Cold War is what I stream a lot. I play Madden with the guys. I'm down to play anything else like single player games. Like my favorite to go to, like if it's like a rainy night, is Spider-Man. Spider-Man
Nice.
or the new Miles Morales, just because Spider-Man's always been my favorite superhero. And when
Mm.
they came out the game, it was like boom. It was like damn.
Yeah. So
But
you weren't ever like into like old nostalgic type games like the Super Mario's or like the OG types, like even like different like for me it was always like the Spyro off the PlayStation 1 or like the Super Mario World 3 back in the Super Nintendo. Like you don't go way back or you weren't really much a gamer
Ape
back
Escape, the freaking like
then.
just
Yeah.
fucking Lion King on the Atari and shit. But
um, I'll say my most nostalgic game has to be like what is it? Mario Kart and the Nintendo 64 or like N64. I used to
Oh,
play that a lot when I was little, but then I lost it. But
yeah.
I mean, as a kid, I really didn't really play much games besides like the Wii. I
yeah.
used to play like Wii Sports or like
Yeah, who
yeah.
did
Get
it?
your ass handed by Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially in the boxing, dude. He
Bald
was undefeated.
motherfucker. Just flat.
Yeah.
He'll rock your shit.
Yeah.
Nah, so so you're playing Cold War right now.
Yeah.
And so I know that a while back, and let's just talk about like because before when I met you, you said that you played a lot of Rainbow Six. You played what else did you play? A couple sports games, but mainly you said you played Rainbow and you played that I guess competitively. And how did that go about? And you and your past group and the fallout of all that, and
Cool.
just yeah, tell us
So,
about
dude, that's a big story. So, um,
that. Nothing but time.
trying to give you a timeline. So,
Bring us to the
say
beginning.
like 10th grade in high school is when I really got into Rainbow. But like before that, I was playing a lot of just Call of Duty and whatever else. And along with Rainbow, and I'll get into the Rainbow stuff here in a second. But
Oh,
along
well,
with Rainbow, I played a lot of Ark and like I think Madden Ultimate Team. I was like grinding the shit out of that. But Ark was like where it was at because like my group and I had like a couple servers and we were the alpha tribe, so it was like I grind the shit out of the game, play it like
yeah.
12 hours a day.
Oh,
But
okay. Well, the only reason why I'm like trying to bring up this whole story or from you
yeah,
is because I kind of want to like backtrack for the people who are listening and how
yeah,
I met Christian
yeah.
and how I kind of like brought in like the idea of like the group, and later down the line whenever you finish telling the story we're gonna go backtrack and tell each other or tell the people how we met and etc etc. So like so you had a fallout with your group and it was like a big old thing with drama or whatever, of course, like any other little groups with your friends. And for sure for actually like how long since you stopped playing? Like I think you told me it was for a good minute until you finally picked up the controller, picked up the sticks.
Yeah.
How was that?
So, all right. So, start off the story. 10th grade, playing Arc, whatever, and then I started getting into Rainbow Heavy because one of my friends was like, "Oh, dude, like this is an upcoming game. Everybody loves it." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, I'm gonna get into this." I've been in first person shooters. Like I thought it'd be the same thing. But when I started
Yeah.
playing, I was like, "It's not. It's like a really like spread out search and destroy game. Like
Yeah.
on top of that, you have operators and certain maps, and people have little spots that this and that, whatever else. And
Yeah.
the operators like there's like metas to this and that. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay, let's explore this game. Let's play it a little bit. And then
Mhm.
from there, I played with somebody online, and I randomly got a message saying, "Hey, like, would you want to try out for this group?" So
Yeah.
I was like, cool, like, you
And
know,
what was the name of this group? I forgot what you said.
um, dude, it's something to do with stars. I forgot. It's something like real galaxy type.
Oh, okay.
I forget what the group is called,
The
but
Monstars.
yeah.
For real? Now that's low key badass name. But anyways, yeah.
But so from there, tried out, and me and my friend tried out because they messaged him too.
Yeah. So
He
it was
didn't
just
make it,
so
or
it was just like a bunch of like high school friends that y'all all just got collectively into, and then you're like, hey, let's just try this thing out. Let's all make a group, and is that how it formed itself?
okay. So this group was already formed by some other guys that I
Oh,
don't
okay.
even know, but
So they weren't
the
you never knew them personally, just when
no,
they
no,
grew up. Oh,
no,
okay.
no. I never got to meet them personally,
Oh,
but
okay.
so that group that I had a fallout with was the group that I
Hmm.
transitioned from. So
Uh-huh.
um, I played with them. Whatever, my first group. Sorry.
Yeah.
I played with my first group, and I went off of that to go play Ark and what
Yeah.
was it? Some Minecraft. It was something like it was some other game, dude. But but we started playing that, and then from there, that's when I started playing Rainbow with one of my friends who actually like just messaged me not so long ago. But we were
Yeah.
playing, tried out for the group. Um, he didn't make it, unfortunately. He made it to their what is it? Like their backups, like the second roster. Yeah, I made it to the first roster. I don't know how, but I made it, and from there they gave us a strict list on like, hey, you need to be here for practices on this and that day. We have
Yeah.
to go through each and every map, show you different schemes, what we're gonna do for each game, depending
Yeah.
on who's there and like what we know their strengths and weaknesses.
Mhm.
So of course, hopping into this game, kind of like, with like 4 months of experience, I'm just like, oh shit, like, it's like
Yeah.
a whole new world, dude.
Yeah.
And then like, um, I mean, really from there it was just like a bunch of games. I did a lot of tournaments and stuff, and um, really trying to grind for the money, dude. It was really like just that, and a big part of that situation was a lot of stuff at home wasn't going so well for me. So a lot of this money was helping me out towards helping my grandmother at the time
Yeah.
pay, rent, pay, help her with
Whatever.
medical bills and just stuff like that. And yeah. So, but
Damn.
yeah.
And when all that happened, and just to clarify everything, like tell everybody how old you are and how, and yeah, just where you from, where were you representing?
All right. So I'm 20 years old. I'm representing San Marcos, Texas.
Yeah.
You know, Texas
Yes.
boy.
Texas boy. Okay, yes, what's up, all them Texas
But
boys. No, but okay, so when that happened, how long did you stop playing? Like, how long did it take before you're like, actually, yeah, I guess because when I met you, you weren't really playing too much. You were just playing like Spider-Man's like single player games. You
yeah.
really into like streaming and all that yet. But tell us like how long it took, and then the meeting of like me and you crossing path, and like just
Yeah.
me like
How did y'all end up like meeting each other at work and everything? I mean, like,
okay, just
So like, okay, so competitive stuff, blah blah blah. I did that for a good year. Then I quit because of life stuff and just I mean, different, just stuff that was going on,
Yeah.
basically.
Personal
But
stuff.
after that, shit, 2 years. I want to say it was a good 2 years before I picked up the six again, honestly.
Yeah.
And so from there, it was like, I didn't play much. I didn't have my system at the time, and then I ended up buying a PS4 Pro, which is like a big upgrade from my PS4.
Yeah.
And me and my girl started playing. We started getting a bunch of Lego games. Like we had, what was it? It was like Lego Jurassic World, Lego Star Wars, Lego like Avengers, just stuff like
Damn.
that. And then I got Spider-Man, and um started playing that. I beat the whole game, even though it was like 2 years after the game came out, but I was still like amazed by everything because I didn't know the ending and I didn't
Yeah.
know the whole story. And what was that? That was a good like 2 weeks before I started working at Bluebonnet, which is where I work right now.
Mhm.
And so I get
And just
hired
know,
there. Oh,
me and Christian, we got hired at the same time, and we experienced everything.
The new guys on the
Yeah.
block.
So yeah, go ahead and finish up.
so so we get hired there.
Yeah.
We start working. And the first day, I didn't really get to talk to Chris. Like, I think he was doing computer stuff, and I was out in the back actually like detailing cars and helping out and doing whatever. And then I finished my paperwork and stuff, so I come to the back, and I don't know, just randomly, I needed like a bottle of like glass cleaner or something, and I knew his name was Chris. So I was like, "Hey, Chris, can you give me this?" And he like his eyes were just like all big and shit, like if he didn't think I was gonna talk to him or something.
Wait, what? I
And
don't
yeah,
remember
dude,
this. I
you
don't
don't remember
remember this.
that?
No,
Uh,
what?
all right, but
He's
Dude,
like,
I
I'm already
legit.
started. Oh shit.
yeah,
This is all I remember. So like, there's this dude called or named Jason over there, and he was telling us like what to do, and Trey and all the guys that used to work there. Well, I come back doing my computer stuff, and I just see Christian just like all macho, just out, hands and like crossed like this, and I was like, oh, this is Christian, and I was like, okay, so I look at this freaking, look at this guy, get a load of this guy. Yeah. And so ever since then, like I legit don't remember our like the first time we talked or anything, dude. Literally, all I remember is us getting thrown in the fire, and like me and you had to like have this like we just clicked and we just went straight to work, and I don't know, I don't remember anything from
yeah,
the very start.
Yeah,
But anyway,
I feel like most
yeah.
friendships are like, yeah, when the fuck did we first meet? I don't know.
yeah,
I just remember hanging out with you.
yeah,
Literally, like
I
all
say
the
those two.
every like best friend or like yeah, like this friend, like really good friends. Like you don't know, you don't remember the first time you met. You're just like,
Yeah.
the fuck? Yeah,
Yeah,
you
like
just been in my life for a couple years, man.
yeah, it gets you thinking like, damn, like what the fuck? Like where'd you come from?
For real.
But yeah, so we met like that, and
Yeah.
how long since? Yeah, so what was your thoughts like? Well, like, because it took like maybe a couple months before I told you I think I played and I streamed, and I have this gaming group that I'm trying to form together, and my goals and aspirations, like and just dreams of like any kind of streamer that's out there trying to do. But how was that like? I think it was, yeah, like a couple months. I don't know. I don't remember how long since I told you. I think I told you a couple times, but you were just like you're like, oh, okay, like that's
I don't
cool.
give a
Like you would
fuck.
kind of like brush it off every once in a while, and then finally, I think you would look it up and like look up like my clips or something or videos, and you're like, damn, like what the fuck? So
I think I found you on Twitch, honestly.
yeah,
Like I think you talked about it, and I finally decided one night. I was like, you know what? All right, I'm gonna check this guy's clips out. So I checked your clips out, and I
yeah, I
was
was
like,
like, huh?
sheesh. Like, it's just crazy. But dude, honestly, I think honestly us getting thrown into the fire like that is what bonded us closer. And then us
Yeah,
talking about the whole gaming thing was the fact, or was the thing that kind of just like clicked it all together. Like it
yeah,
was like thrown into the fire, talking about the group, and it was just like that.
yeah.
And yeah,
So,
like
do you remember exactly when I told you about the group
I don't
495?
I don't think honestly it was like
You don't remember me like ever showing you like the logo and then the Twitter and then like
probably like a good like 2 weeks after we started working. That's when we
yeah,
actually started talking, and you like showed me the
yeah,
logo and stuff, and I was like,
yeah,
oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
yeah. Um, yeah. So like when I had so when we have met or whatever, I was like trying to feed him the idea, like, hey man, like, do you play or yada yada yada, and then he's like, yeah, I play, and so I
Setting the
think
bait.
we exchanged like gamer tags or whatever. And so we start playing, and I'm like, "This is what we do." And then I think later down the line, you started watching the stream or watching me, and then I was like, "Yeah, man, like stream, like get yourself a camera and just fuck it, just go." And he was like, "Yeah, man, just give me a minute. I'm a try to save up to get a camera." And then yeah, that's my Theo. And so no, yeah, just when I fed you the idea of streaming and everything, how did you feel about that? And how did you take all that in when I was try to like reel you in and like recruitment type thing?
He set some bait on a hook. He was like, "Hey, you play some games? Play some
Yeah.
games?" He's like, "Yeah, we got him. We got him. Go."
I mean, and the only reason why I felt like I was like, man, like let me see how this guy is like for a few months, and then I'll try to like I'll consider
He was scouting
him coming to the group, and then I was like, okay, yeah, he kind of gets my sense of humor, and you know me, Brandon, and
you.
the rest out there that know me, I like to
Dude.
troll, talk crap, and just the head ass of the group, and me running the group is just like even funnier. So these guys know what the fuck I'm about,
Yeah.
and so well, Christian right off the bat knew exactly and the sense of humor I got. We clicked, and he started laughing at the joke. So I was like, okay, yeah,
Okay.
he's
Okay.
kind of fitting. I could see him fitting in. And so how did you feel when I kind of fed you the idea of like streaming and like the group and how I was trying to run things?
All right, so first off, my girl will be the first one to tell you that I am like the worst person I keep in a conversation. Like honestly, like back then I was so awkward to talk to, and I think still now like I'm still awkward in like talking in certain situations and to people, but
Yeah.
like the idea of streaming was never my thing because that first off, and then like I wasn't comfortable on a camera, and then
And low
like
key, it's kind of tough, like trying to stream with the camera. As Brad, dude, we were like so freaking nervous just to have this thing on, and like
Yeah.
over time you just get used to it. Like it's just all about being yourself, and it just came natural over time. Dude, me and Brandon used to, like I said, we used to stream on a freaking phone on Overlast and
Yeah.
Madden,
Outlast. I
bro.
remember. I'd be like this. I'd be like, I'll set up a
Bro,
chair.
dead
Like,
ass.
say this is like a chair right here. I'll fucking like set up a phone. I'll make
And
sure it's
record it like
make sure
that.
it's framed. I'm like, all right, frame. All right, I'm like, start, and we be playing, and we just be playing out of frame and just talking to it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's the type of
I wish I had because I had those videos on my YouTube, but I accidentally deleted everything.
yeah. That
It's
sucks.
gone.
But I low key forgot what the hell I was telling Christian. Like him. What did I explain to you of about the group? Right? Is that what we last?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
so how did you feel about all that?
So like I had been a part of a group before and like things went good and blah blah blah. But it
Oh
was like
yeah, you were.
but
I think you last picked off on when Haley was saying that you are so like awkward to talk to, can't keep a conversation.
dude, honestly, okay, she has to guest star on one of these, but yes, I am like I'm awkward as hell to talk to because like I come off as intimidating is what she told me. Like from other people is what they said. I come off intimidating and like I don't want to like talk like if I'm mean. But when you get to know me, I'm like a big old bear like like I'll talk to you and shit.
You smell
Yeah.
what I
So
smell? I smell cap.
yeah.
Well,
No, I'm
okay,
playing. I'm
dude, for real,
playing.
she will tell you, dude.
Yeah.
But
So when I told you the idea of streaming, so was that like low key a fear for you? Is that why you were you a little bit like hesitant of trying to do it or starting it, or like what made you comfortable like just pulling the plug and was like, okay, screw it, I'm gonna do it and try to pursue this too with these guys?
It was more one of those things where like you would like you talk to me about your accomplishments. You're like, oh, like last week I hit this many followers, that many
Yeah.
followers, blah blah blah. And
Mhm.
then in my head I was like, this dude's like legit about this stuff. Like he wants to grind this shit out. I was like in my head, I was like, I want to grind shit out with games. I want to like do something. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm gonna start this whole Twitch thing. I'm gonna see how it goes, but I'm gonna dip my toe in the water and only do like talking and no camera for a little bit, just until I save enough money for the camera and then whatever else. And then it was like ripping off a band-aid once I put the camera on. It was more one of those things where it's like I jumped headfirst in the water. I had to get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Praise the Lord.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you were dipping your toe and we were right there behind you, just pushing you in the pool.
Yeah, fucker.
So, what I want to know is how is the difference between your past group and our group since you experienced it?
Dude, okay. First off, you guys are like genuine to like everything, dude. Like, with my old group, it was toxicity to where, 1 week someone was talking like shit about somebody. Next week they'd be talking shit about the same person. It was going back and forth. Like the whole group was like so toxic towards each other. Nobody really respected each other. It was just so bad, dude.
Yeah.
But coming to you guys, it was like, if I needed help with my setup or this or that, you guys just helped me. You guys helped me through everything and kind of guided me. It wasn't like you guys like gave it to me. You guided me to that spot. And then even with like my camera and stuff, like I think it was around my birthday that I think Brandon gave me my first donation and he was like, "Hey, go get yourself a camera." And in my head I was like, dude, the old group wouldn't have done this at all. Like this is so weird. But yeah, you
Nah,
guys
yeah.
are just genuine. Like
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I remember you told me that at work, and I was like, "Damn, like this what's up." Yeah, and I remember, yeah, I forgot that day. You're like, man, when Brandon did that, man, I was just it got me like low key emotional, and I was holding it back, man. I was like, fuck. I was like, dude, trust me, man. It's just what we do. We support each other because me and Brandon, like I said, we know how it feels and we know how it's like, and like the humble beginnings of like being able to stream and not having the things that you need to. But I feel like through time, like once you start grinding and you start getting the stuff little by little, everything will start clicking together. And for me and Brandon and the rest of the guys that who been together or who has streamed, we're like more than welcome to guide you through the past.
We are willing to help when we can, and like whenever we can. We're not afraid to. I mean, we'll step in and help you out.
So I want to ask, what was your first impressions of me and the way I approached this group when I told you back? Because you're like,
Okay.
damn, like if this guy's literally leading this group, like how did you feel about that? And my sense of humor, my character, and all that.
With this group, you gotta have a certain sense of humor, man, or it's
Yeah.
not gonna work.
Yeah.
No correlation.
But
Literally.
it's just weird, dude. Like, it's one of those things where like it's weird seeing a person at work and how they act there and then how they act outside of work,
Yeah.
Like it.
So you're saying I have split personalities?
Not split. It's more
there's
like
work Chris and there's party Chris.
It's just one of those things, like, I don't want to say it like that. It's not split personalities. It's more like you act different in other situations and you wouldn't. Like at work, it's more chill. With this stuff, it's like you want to grind it out and you want to be serious about it, so you approach it a different way.
More passionate.
Well, I mean, I think at work, the only reason why I kind of tone it down is because I low key might get my ass fired and shit. And you,
Like over here, I'm my own boss. I don't give a
Hey,
fuck.
I'm on the same boat, dude.
yeah. And so I think that's why I kind of approach it like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of funny. That's the first time I've ever heard that. That's pretty cool, kind of. Yeah, I do go all out when I'm outside of work, and
Yeah.
I just like to hang out with friends and have a good time and playing and doing all kinds of
Party.
fun stuff. Yeah,
I'm
you know, I'm a real outgoing person. When you first meet me, I could be a little bit quiet, but the moment we start fucking around and start doing some shit, dude, that's when you get to experience
the
The
true,
real Plex.
the
The
real
real
stuff.
Plex.
You dude, with us, we gotta like dip the toe, see what's acceptable, what's not acceptable, what we can talk about, and once
okay, and on one of these little things I have had written down for you and to ask you is how did you feel, or how did you feel when you got brought up into the group and the guys that were on the group already? So like when I started telling you about the group, how did you feel when I told you like, hey man, I got this guy, this Rhino, there's Hello Kitty, the Shadow, etc., etc. Like, how did you feel about all that?
how do you feel about the X-Men?
Yeah.
The Avengers.
Assemble.
Oh.
Dun. Hits him in the head and shit. Yeah, so
Super intimidating, dude. Like
it was intimidating.
you're like, yeah, Rhino. You said Kitty, you said Shadow, whoever else. And in my head, I was like, oh shit, this is a lot of people to compete with in here. Like if we're playing games, now I
Yeah.
have this whole group to like go against. But
Yeah.
it was like, I don't know, like it was kind of easing into it. Like when I met Kitty, when I met Brandon here, when I met Shadow, it was like I could see y'all's different personalities, but y'all mended together like in a certain way.
We all
That
kind of connect in a weird way.
yeah,
Yeah, no.
Power Rangers Mighty Morphin.
Yeah, for real. So who was the first person that because when I told you, I was like, look, man, these guys they're kind of just like me, but some of them are a little bit on the wild side, but some of them are pretty chill. There's just a couple guys that are a little weird, but they're cool. Like they're cool
Yeah,
peeps. Like I've known them for a while, and
I
so
I remember Chris texting me like, "Hey, like I got this guy at work. We're friends. Like
yeah.
he says he plays this, and this. He's like pretty close to your age. Like I want to see if he's like if we could get him on the team or what's your idea?"
And yeah, how did you feel about that, Brandon? When I had told you about him, I was like, hey, yeah, it's exactly how I brought it up. I was like, yeah, look, I got this guy named Christian.
Yeah.
And back then, his gamer tag was for Nachos, which I think is still kind of cool because it's kind of unique. And I don't know, y'all been trying to switch up your name or whatever.
Nacho.
But how did you
Cortez.
feel when I was like, yeah, I got this dude named Christian? I kind of want to see how I'm trying to fill him out, see if he's willing to do this with us and if he plays or if he's willing to grind the way we kind of do and yeah, so how did you feel when
Oh no, yeah, was it? So when you told me that, like, I was like, all right, like I want to see what he does, like if he's good, because I didn't want another Rico incident,
yeah
where we get somebody on the team.
that was our first ever drama.
Yeah, that was the first time we had problems with like a team member.
Yeah.
But so I was cautious at first. I was like, man, like I just need to see, and I forgot when didn't we started playing like Madden together, or what game did we start
Yeah,
on?
yes, dude, we
I had
played KO together.
Yeah,
okay, yeah, y'all played KO together.
we all three
Well,
did at one point.
yeah,
Well, I think how it started off is when I was like, yeah, Brandon, because Brandon was like, let's join up this Madden league. I was like, how you fuck
Oh
it, like
yeah.
I'll give it a shot. And then I told Christian, I was like, hey, like my cousin and his buddies have a Madden little league, and you want to join? And he was like, yeah, fuck it, let's go. I'll be the Texans, and I was like, okay, let's go. And so that's how that happened. And then I was like, look, Rhino, I know some of these guys like Rhino, and I think it was who else?
Josh.
Josh, yeah,
Yeah,
Josh.
those literally those are the only two.
And that was Josh.
Yeah,
But
my boy
yeah,
Josh. Love you, boo.
and I was like, those guys are cool. Like, I don't know the other guys, but Rhino, he's part of the group. If you need any help or anything, text him. I'll give you his number. Yeah, he's chill or whatever. And so I think that's how it kind of low key started creeping up and how we got closer. But yeah, I do remember playing what's that game? The Challenger shit. What's it called? 3v3s.
Oh, the Superstar KO.
Superstar
Yeah,
KO.
we played that, and then I started watching one of his streams, and like I was like, you know what, like this guy's pretty cool. Like he's laughing at our jokes, like he's laughing with us, talking shit too. I was like, he could come in, like he gets it.
Yeah.
He has the stuff.
Yeah, and I felt like when I had brought him in, like I knew y'all guys kind of trust who I bring in into the group. I mean, it's vice versa with you, Brandon, and Mark. And I was like, I know they're gonna trust me, whoever I bring in, and I trust whoever they want to bring in. And I kind of felt like it was the right move. And I was like, dude, just fuck it, like let's come join us. Let's fucking rock this thing and try to do some funny shit, make some funny shit. You know, go cheer on people or cheer up people, and just try to make a wave in the world and make a difference. But oh, you falling asleep on me already?
No, my fucking eye, my eye is itchy as fuck.
Dude, you got me yawning too.
Oh, I didn't even fucking yawn. My fucking eye is itching. I don't know what the fuck. Something went.
Okay, so when I brought you in the group, right? And who was the first person you met? Was it Brandon or Diego? I feel like it was one of them.
We played a little bit of Warzone with
Kitty?
no, I think it was Drewski. I think we played with Drewski and Damien a couple games.
Yeah.
And then later on I started playing Rocket League by myself and I was like, oh, I'm starting to get good. Started doing that by myself. And I think when you brought me back towards the group, I think it was Brandon that I first met. Because we played was it League? I think it was the League. Whenever like we talked about it.
Yeah, I think so.
Somewhere around that. Yeah.
R.I.P. Drewski, R.I.P. Hey man, they ain't dead, but they haven't been on in a while.
They've been chilling. So, how's your experience so far with the group and with all the guys? Like how's how's everybody?
It's like once you get to know them and stuff, it's not so like intimidating. But at first it is until like I don't know. I think the one that intimidated me the most was Kitty, but because he didn't talk to me. He didn't talk to me.
Yeah.
Like Brandon over here was like he was kind of iffy at first. Like we didn't really talk. It was more me and Chris that talked when we played Superstars.
Yeah.
And then I think you had to leave, so me and Brandon played together. We started talking a little bit, and then it just kind of like clicked off. And, more. Yeah. Started playing more. Started streaming more with him.
Gotta bring the dogs.
After a while, when we started doing that, and then I kind of like fucked off and started being on my Call of Duty stuff. It was always y'all two. Like y'all were just already right off the rip, just talking every day. I was like, what the fuck? I missed this. I was like, damn.
Yes, sir.
And that's the shit that I liked. I was like, damn, like fuck yeah, like I want you to be interactive with the group and whoever Brandon plays with, and get you comfortable with the other guys that play too, or his stream. And I was like, hell yeah. But so you started streaming. And tell us your first experience when you first started streaming.
The first time he said live.
And the first, like, just how it all happened and the support of everything and how fast you kind of grew.
It was scary. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was scared shitless my first stream because I was so scared of was it viewer interaction. Like I was so scared of somebody like saying some stuff and then like I didn't know what to say. Like I'd be awkward. And, yeah.
And I understand that. I remember that happening to me a couple times. But
because when that chat is empty, it's hard.
Yeah.
So,
once someone types, it just gets even harder. So you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know what to say. You don't know how to react to it. You're
Yeah.
just
You don't
damn,
want
am
to
I really
ignore
gonna
somebody
make
on
it?
accident. You're like, oh fuck, what's up, man?
Yeah.
I still do that.
No, for
So,
sure.
so how did your experience go? So,
Went good. I'd say first stream went pretty well. I think, to be honest, I think my first stream was only like 40 minutes. Like I really dipped my toe in the water on that one. I was
yeah.
like, okay, I'm gonna play a couple games on Rocket League, see if I do any good, and if I start doing like trash, I'm gonna hop off.
Yeah.
I think the last game I played on that stream was like I terrible. Like I'll be straight up about it. It was like terrible. So I was like, okay, I don't want anybody like saying anything. So I ended the stream and I was like, you know what? I'll try tomorrow again. Or I'll try the next day or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it gets kind of scary. Like you just don't know. And I think the thing for me when when I remember when I first streamed, I was just like, man, like I was like, there's a lot of fears. For one, it was not getting the viewers, and two, not knowing how to act on camera. I was like camera shy, or like just live, and then there's just so many things like I didn't want to be boring, but the thing that kind of like it just sucks on like how streaming works. When you don't get a lot of
Uh,
interactions, you just in a little slump and you don't know what to, and it gets discouraging and you're just like, man, I'm just gonna turn it off, whatever. But I just figured out like, since I don't have any viewers, just start off with zero. I didn't really care, I was just like, you know what, you gotta start somewhere. So I just like pretended, there's actually people watching me. So every time I would play, I'll be like, oh yeah, let's go, like, try to get all hyped up, just practicing, and then over time I started seeing a lot of like, one person, two, three, four, and so on and so on. I was just like, okay, yeah, like there's people who are following, and I was like, okay, I get I'm starting to get the hang of this, and that's how it kind of kicked off on my end. I know Brandon probably had a different experience. I don't know, how did your experience go, Brandon, when you first
I'm like,
started like that?
I mean, when I first started streaming and stuff, I mean, yeah, I mean, it sucked in the beginning, bro. Like, first of all, like, I remember streaming. I was doing the same thing you're doing right now, straight from the PlayStation. Boing.
yes,
Little
sir.
square on the top. Or
Yep.
in the beginning,
Yeah.
I didn't stream with the camera either, so I was just yeah, I was just playing, but like just seeing like nobody in there and just like a ghost town, like it's discouraging. You're like, fuck, man, like I swear, like I should have more
Yeah,
people in my stream, but like that's one of the biggest mistakes like starters do. Like they look at the numbers, and you wanna, if you can, like you wanna hide that stuff. Like, you just wanna
yeah,
be you, act the way you act, play the game, and just like act like people, like there's like people watching
yeah.
you.
Uh,
But
yeah, it's hard. So when you first started going live with Rocket League, and then I was like, man, like like I'm gonna give you I'm gonna shout you out with these guys and see how many views you can get, how many followers you get, and how did that end up?
Yep. So it was like a mix, dude. So like honestly, um, I started off with a couple of followers. Who was it first? I think it was Chris first, right? I think you were first and my girl was first. Either way. And then it was
nah.
Brandon, Kitty, Shadow, and then somebody else from the group that followed me. And I was
Yeah,
like, oh cool, dude, I'm at like 9 or 10. And then like as I started playing, I got like viewers to start following or whatever. And then
yeah,
my girl, like who was like our manager or whatever, um, like shouted me out on a bunch of stuff, got me to get a bunch of like followers on, Twitter, Twitch, and whatever else. And that shot me up to like, I want to say 80 something. Like it shot me
yeah.
up to 80 something within 2 months
Hmm.
or like 1.5 months. And then from that point on, which is like probably
Yeah.
3 weeks from now, I've been like grinding out, getting followers, getting whatever else from
Affiliate.
people. Yeah, getting affiliated, dude. Yeah, I got affiliated within a month and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
but that was
crazy,
with
yeah.
the help of you guys, dude. Honestly. Like,
we know, I'm
It
telling
took
you,
us
Yeah.
probably 8 years.
yeah.
it's just because we try to take the easy way out, or just we always try to find the shortcut, but really and truly, the path is in front of you, and you just can't think about, like I said, the numbers. That's why I try to feed off of you. Like, just don't worry about the numbers. Don't worry about the followers. Don't worry about any of that. Just be yourself, and that shit will come to you. Like, because the moment you start doing that, you just be like, okay, I'm just gonna, stream for a couple hours, like maybe one or maybe not at all, and just cut it off, and that's it. And you find yourself in a 1 month not live situation, and it just keeps going. It's just like a snowball effect. And me and Brandon been fighting that fucking demon for a while now, so that bitch is getting heavy. We could have carried that shit. And so, no, later down the line, we started. Me and Brandon had our both personal situations, or like either like just life or equipment or just moving and yada yada yada. But eventually we got everything so far, kind of everything. We might not have it all, but just to kickstart of different things that we want to do. But is there any questions on your half for us, or like how we run
Shit.
things, or what?
All right. First off, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Not really questions, dude. It's just like I just want to give a big. I want to give a big shout out, honestly, to my girl first, and then to you guys.
Thank you.
Honestly,
Thank you.
yeah.
I'd like to accept this award.
Yeah, I would like to accept this award. But yeah, the support is real, man.
For real, dude.
So how do you feel about like the situation you're in now? Like how streaming's going?
Yeah, how's it going for you?
I feel like streams are going good. I feel like every time I stream now, especially with Cold War. Oh, okay. With Cold War, Madden, it's two different situations. But with Cold War, I feel like, as soon as like I start streaming, it's like one or two people hop on, and those are like the main two that hop on usually. And then, my process of streaming, and I do this every single time, is I'll text Brandon, text Chris, I'll text my brother, I'll like put the link to my stream in the group chat, and like wherever else I can, have my girl post it on Twitter, and then like I'll give it a good 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes before like I actually start playing. But I'll wait for like Brandon or you to text me, and then from there I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna start playing. Like, like it's the gunshot. Like, you just start playing. But it's going good. Like honestly, over my streams, I get a decent amount of people that hop on stream and come watch me. My average right now is, I want to say 4. I'd probably say around 4. I'm trying to shoot for 5 within the next couple weeks. But streaming Madden, I mean,
It's been the thing that kind of jumpstart everything for you.
yeah, I will say when I started streaming Madden, that's the thing that kind of.
Yeah, it's because of the community that you and Brandon have found, or have y'all created some type of way with that league. Y'all just are going off on that Madden stuff, and
Yeah.
I was like, damn, like you're really doing it out here. And then look, Diego's calling me right now.
Yeah.
Bro, I feel like us being like us having our face cams like makes the guys in our league like just have like a better time watching because they actually get to see us do shit. Because when I watch the other guys, don't get me wrong, Edward and everybody else, but like when they stream and they don't talk or shit, like it's kind of boring. I'm just like, ah, man, come on, bro. But then there's us where we have like talking, or like with me, since I have my computer, I play music in the background and like I get hype or I get fucking pissed. Like Chris saw, like motherfucker, put Sam Elliger in. I'm like, hey, chill, bro. Like honestly, that's already that's a big button you're pressing. But
yeah.
Oh shoot, I was gonna talk, but yeah, dude. Honestly, our league is crazy. Like it's a big like differential though. Like some games where it's like you play somebody that everybody hates in that group chat, bro. Everybody's on that game. I'm talking about everybody's in there.
There's definitely games that are like games of the week. Like we make your games of the week. Like every time you play the boy Dunk, or you play Edward, or you play Chris, like those three are like the major. Like, all right, like everybody gotta watch it. Like, who's gonna win? Because like you be shit talking up to the game. Or like, or Darion, the Panthers. Like,
dude.
Those are like the big four. Or me, because the motherfuckers, I don't know why they always want to talk shit to me.
Hey, I'm on the same boat as you, dude.
Oh yeah,
they always say shit about me.
And they're probably gonna watch this right now too. They're like, damn, look at these guys.
I see assholes. No, I'm playing. I wanted to. They had a get together the other day for the draft. Like most of the guys showed up. I wanted to go, but I had some other shit going on.
Yeah. Now, dude, for sure. I told Christian about this earlier. I was like, or a while back, I was like, man, we all gotta link up and just go to Pluckers or something.
Yeah.
And dude, that shit is gonna be lit when we do.
Dude, honestly,
I kind of want to wait till like a perfect timing though, like when my brothers come down, and then that way it could be my two brothers and Brandon, and then Air Zero, and then y'all two.
Dude,
it's just gonna
literally, we literally need all of the Tour 95 in Texas to be there.
I don't know if Diego's kind of like a little too far. I don't know if he's willing to drive.
He's like a good 5 or 6 hours away from us, dude.
Low-key, I almost drove over there. I went to Waco. And then I was like, because I never
pretty close.
I never been to Waco, and I was like, I told my boy Josh, I was like, yo, like, what are the closest cities around here? And he was like, Dallas, and I was like, oh fuck. I was like, low key, I can just show up and be like, yo, kidding.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Oh
hey,
shit! Oh shit! My bad.
He dropped us. He literally dropped the call. No, fine.
So, y'all's Madden things kicking off and it's doing good for y'all. What is y'all's got? I know what's mine and Brandon's goals and our dreams, but what's your goals that you want to hit, and hopefully our group goals that you want to see.
Oh, the GM has.
Oh, sorry. Right. You want me to turn it down? Up. Sorry, boys. Here, let me.
Can you? What? You good?
He's in the doghouse. He's in the doghouse.
I gotta do something real quick.
Okay, we're gonna take a little
little break. Christian. It's like the little like on Tom and Jerry, the little like the Indian with the key.
Oh yeah.
Please stand by. Hey.
I'm so sorry about that. But are we talking short-term goals or are we talking long-term here? Like what type of goals are we talking about?
Yeah, but just goals in general.
What's your individual goals that you want to reach, and what you wish to see for the group and all of us?
For the group, honestly, like I think a big dream of mine that I have for us is like really getting this group started. Not started, but getting everything kicked off for us. Like a big goal that I want to reach for us, which is like probably future, but just economic independency, like, or financial independency, to where we don't have to necessarily go to work if we don't want to. We can do content creation all day, stream with each other, play with each other, just live our lives like that without having to depend on, making a certain amount of money at a job, or stressing about this, stressing about that bill, stressing about like me right now. I have to get my PC, but I have to save up for it, which is like a big stress on me, to where I have to go like, penny by penny, or, some days if I'm like, okay, I'm going to skip a meal, or, yeah.
Fucking mug.
Like I just want our group to be recognized, honestly.
No, yeah, it's gonna be a long journey, and
I mean,
to come along with us, and
yeah, we definitely know how you feel about the PC thing. I mean, me and Chris have PCs right now. Chris is still, he has the same like he has a PC, but it's not the best that he could
Yeah.
have. Like he's still having problems with like streaming and stuff. He has to do everything like low settings and can't do too much. And I know we had the same PC.
Mm-hmm.
I was just able to get my PC. I built it, and that was like, dude. Honestly, having a PC like this, like, it helps so much. Like right now, like I'm using dual screens and getting this like streaming or recording videos, editing like pictures, and like just streaming in general is so much easier
Yeah, it's gonna it's a
process.
it's a process, man. It's just we just gotta put our heads down and just try to
Yeah.
grind as
'Cause-
best as we can. I know sometimes life can get in the way, and
That's why
I mean,
Yeah.
like Chris said, life gets in the way. Like that's why I always like Chris. I told you this before. I'm like real life is first. Like don't get me wrong. Like yeah, streaming and everything's cool, but you want to make sure you get the major stuff in your life out of the way. Like you don't want to like neglect those things. You don't want to neglect bills. You're like you don't want to pay for stuff that you can't actually afford.
Yeah.
so how's that? Like, is if you don't mind me asking, like, does Haley support give you 100% support, or like? Because I know my girl does. My girl supports me, but there's some girls that love that attention too. So you
Yeah.
kind of have to like find the balance. Of
I can't
certain
relate
things,
on either side. Not.
Don't worry, buddy. But-
It is.
Yeah, it's just it can be hard for some people. So, but like for me, how's it? How is it for y'all two? And like, how's that going?
So, damn, sorry. So for me, dude, Haley's like 150% in this. Like, she's the one who literally, like, if I take a nap after work, she will get my ass up to go stream. Like, she will be like, "Hey, you need to go stream." I'm just like, shit. And like, not
And, like,
shit like I don't want to, but
yeah,
shit as in like, yeah,
And don't get us wrong, like we fucking love streaming and playing, but it's just like so at some times you're just like fuck,
yeah,
like yeah, like
Yeah.
it's like a different type of feeling sometimes when
Yeah, like-
it's
A lot of people don't understand too. Like people usually like stream like 2 hours and stuff. Us we fucking go 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, and like because we just get caught up in everything. We just like we
wanna
don't
put
realize.
out content, you know.
Yeah, we want as much content as we can out there, and then like by the time we look, like hey, like someone will ask us, "How long have you been streaming?" And you look at that timer, and it says like 8:05, and you're like, "Oh Jesus!"
I was like, dude, like trust me, because he was like, man, I'm freaking tired. I streamed for like 2 hours, and I was like,
Hey, nah. Those are the
rookie.
first streams. Those are the first streams.
That's what
That
they
was
all
like the
say.
first
Not
like
for-
half month of streams, dude. And then finally after that, I started streaming okay. So to explain my situation in that too, I had on the PlayStation on my internet like how it was
Oh yeah.
a couple weeks ago. I couldn't stream past 2 hours and 5 minutes. Every single time it hit 2 hours and 5 minutes, my stream would cut, my game would cut. So now I can actually stream for longer and hold my streams.
Which is good. I mean, like I said, me and Brandon know what the hell that feels like. We've been doing that.
We lived in a house of 8 people and one internet connection. No Wi-Fi.
And it was not fiber or any of
Yeah,
that.
no
shit.
LAN cables, no nothing.
Yeah, trust me. Yeah, the humble beginnings.
While
for
playing
us
on a
was
TV
rough.
monitor the size of a freaking
Yes,
Lunchable.
and we shared the same room, and so
Yeah. We even set that bitch on fire.
that's another story for another time.
No, if you want to hear that story, go check out number 3.
For
Yeah,
real.
we already.
Wait,
Yeah, we talked about it.
okay. Yeah, that's
I think it's number 3. One of those, bro. It's
What is- let's just
yeah.
go
I think it's the Duos for Life one where we talked about it.
Yeah, but no, I mean, wait, Brandon, what time do you have?
We're at 54 minutes.
54 minutes. All right,
Yeah.
we still got like an hour. We can shoot for an hour. Y'all want to keep
Yeah.
shooting for now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So, let me see if I have any more questions for you. No, I think we pretty much hit everything else. Brandon, you got any questions? I know I have one last one, but I'm gonna wait till the very end.
I mean, not really. I mean, what's like your dream setup right now? They're talking about setup. Like, what do you want per se?
Because yeah, that's a good question. Because there's some things where that's not important and what's actually
Yeah,
important.
like there's a certain
So
order of stuff you want to get before you buy. Like, you don't want to be like, hey, I got these 2 monitors, but I
yeah,
don't have a
yeah,
PC.
yeah.
shit. Okay. So to everybody
Right?
out there, all I have right now is
A 58
a,
inch.
a cardboard box and a dream. uh,
so all I have right now is my PlayStation, TV, the ring light that my girl got me, and then my camera. Like I don't have my desk. I'm literally doing this on like one of these like foldable like tables right now. I'm putting my phone on like one of my speakers on the
I mean,
foldable table. Like I don't have a desk. I don't have my monitors. I don't have obviously PC. Um my headset's broken right now. Like that's another thing too. I mean it's all like in steps. Like my first steps that I wanted to take was investing in getting um my desk and my monitors because Chris was telling me that a lot of like TV plays to where like I feel like I have to like break my neck to like see this corner, see that corner. And with a
yeah,
monitor, I feel like I'd be able to do things that I wouldn't be able to do on a TV. Like my gameplay is okay, and if you guys watch me, like you guys know that I can hold my own in certain situations and even keep up with some of these guys sometimes. But sometimes I do have to break my neck to like see certain corners or look out for certain things, you know.
yeah.
But
To be honest, having a monitor, an actual gaming monitor, is like game changing, man. Like you see the game more clear, but once you start getting like, of course your PC, and then once you get a PC, you need to get an Elgato. I've heard a list of what you need. I mean, because you really truly you don't need a high end desk. You don't need
yeah,
like an expensive ass mic, or the only reason why we have expensive ass shit is because we started with pretty much nothing, or like something that's subpar,
also, we've been
but
doing this for like years, like
yeah,
fucking
and
10 plus years.
we've been collecting little by little, and then once we finally got our own jobs when we got older, man, we just went ham. Like, uh I just remember, buying my mic, and then my Yeti mic, then my keyboards, and then I got lucky with this other monitor when I, worked at my other job for like $3. I got it, and I was like, fuck yeah, I hit a lick with it. And then I had bought this
Yeah.
PC off one of our friends from Chicago, and I was like, man, you know what? Fuck it. Like, it is what it is. I think later on down the line, I'll get me a better PC, but it'll do, So no, it's just little by little you start adding up, and then you get your webcam and then your ring light and all this extra stuff that I have in the background, and what I have. It's just over time that I've collected, and I just, want to throw it out there in the stream and be able to play, and with my monkey hat and shit, Charles. And dude, low key, dude, when I put that thing on, I told my girl like I gotta have like some type of persona, and I said I was gonna be Charles, but
What the
we
fuck?
got a coworker named Charles. Shout out to Charles. Yeah, his name is Mott's Apple. What's it called? Mott's applesauce or something.
Oh, okay.
He's cool. He's a cool dude. Shout out to him. Yeah, but yeah, man, it's just you'll get it. Just you just gotta be patient. Don't try to
Rush things.
rush or break the bank. Take care of
Baby
your
steps.
shit. Yeah, take care of your shit first. Take care of your
Yeah,
health.
like probably like right now, I'll probably say get a new mic, but that's already happening. So that's already one step.
I
Then,
shout out my boy Rhino here.
then,
Shout out my boy Rhino.
then you like first like we need you to fix that mic situation because I'm tired of hearing your controller rumble.
Yeah, for real.
You can hear him sweating on the sticks.
Yeah, look at him. He's laughing because he knows it too. Yeah,
But yeah,
you'll do just
Yeah.
fine, man. Like,
Yeah.
just I know sometimes you're just like, fuck, like why can't I have this shit now? But
and
shit will start coming up for you, man.
Yes,
You just
sir.
gotta hang in there.
are you excited? So like being the newest member, T95. Like, are you excited? Like, what are your aspirations of being associated with the group?
Dude, so coming into this, it was scary, like super scary. Honestly, with all you guys, it's super intimidating. But
Why is
like,
it scary?
it's
What made
just
it
like
scary?
it's like going to a new school, dude. It's like meeting new people and shit. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not good at that. I'm not fucking good.
yeah.
But
Me and
nah,
Brandon kind of can relate to that. We've been to two different schools, so
yeah.
Oh yeah.
different
Nah.
high schools. Yeah, that's what's crazy is me and Brandon are only first ones to ever do that in our family. I think.
Yeah, where we just
Yeah, to start off in a different school, then come back to our hometown to graduate. That's insane. But yeah.
he went to over here, then I ended up 5,000 miles over there in freaking California. Now that was different.
But yeah.
Hey, but
So
shout out Aquinas.
yeah.
Nah.
But so it was intimidating, and what else?
It's like it was super intimidating just meeting you and the guys and stuff. But I think my aspirations for the group okay, I think at this very moment I feel set in with the group, but I don't
Mhm.
feel like I'm not a vet. I'm like a rookie. This is like my first year,
Yeah.
like the NFL type
He's
shit. I'm
just
a rookie right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm one of those rookies who comes in as a starter. Like I'm able to keep up with you guys and
Yeah.
play with you guys and not feel like you guys are so
The
like
next man up.
here, like
Yeah.
like but really just helping you guys out. Like
Mhm.
my goal at the end of the day is just to get us and you guys and just the views that you guys deserve, just the everything you guys deserve. Because I mean, you guys have been so genuine with me. It just at some moments I feel like I need to help you guys get somewhere
Yeah.
because if I get you guys somewhere, I can get myself somewhere too. And
Nah.
that type of shit, dude. It's just I just
Nah,
want to
man.
help the group out no matter what. Even if I
Yeah.
have to like stay up late with you guys or stay up late editing videos or stay up late streaming, if
Yeah.
you guys text me, "Hey, I need you to play with me" or this and that, fuck it, dude. I'll come play with you. Like,
Yeah.
like they say, you grind, I'll grind with you.
You
Like,
scratch my back, I scratch yours.
yeah.
You pull my tail, I'll pull. Oh wait.
Shave my ass, I shave. Wait.
You sniff my. Wait. What?
Oh.
But no, yeah, it's no man. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, it's just who we are, man. Like I said, like when I remember when I told you, I was like, those guys that we play with, they're just almost like me. There's a couple like Brandon, like for instance, like we try to take care of our guys, try to keep their mind right, everything, and yeah, that's just us, man. Your first impressions from us is legit, and like it's never gonna change. Like that's just who we are, and it's at the end of the day, in my vision and goal for this squad is just I don't want to be the one to say like yes I fucking did it. I want to at the end of the day when we're at the fucking top, I want to say that we fucking did this shit.
We're the fucking
And
Mighty Ducks holding up the championship cup.
yeah, when they just say like hey, like congratulations for this group, like how'd you do it, and the first thing I'm gonna say, and I want y'all to remember this, I'm gonna say that it wasn't just me, like yeah, like that's just how I want to approach these things, and so yeah, that's my thing with this group, man. I want us to do good things. I want us to, wherever we're at in our little community, to San Marcos, and then Austin, of course, and then Fort Stockton, Dallas, and then California, and then all these other guys that are representing us to try to make it. I hope like we get big enough to where we can make a big impact in our real lives, like being able to start like something in our little communities here. Like for one real goal of mine is being big enough and reaching out to like um children's hospitals, man. Like I want to be able to like interact with kids and give them things like donating and then medical stuff and stuff like that. That's one
Yeah.
of my biggest goals that I want to do. And what? Oh, sorry. I'll turn it up in a minute. Sorry, guys. But yeah, that's one of my main goals, man. Because I like every day when I'm at work, I'm just like in a slump, just like fuck, man, I freaking hate this place. Like I
Yeah.
feel like, dude, every freaking day, like I would want to quit doing this, and then I'm just like, should I just stop doing this, but still lead the guys? But every freaking day, I just have this fire burning, like you're different, dude. Like just come on, like just keep pushing. And
Yeah.
I know that you can do more. Like I just feel it, and it's a weird feeling, dude. I just can't explain it, and that's why I just
Like
keep bouncing back.
like I shouldn't
Like,
be
you're
here.
different.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I shouldn't be here. Like I know I could do more.
Yeah, it's like that saying, like you feel special, and it's just like when people say like, nah, man, like go do this and do that at a shitty job, and you're like, man, like why the fuck am I doing this? Like, why do I feel special if I can't just what's that freaking saying, man? I forgot, but it's just the fire that keeps burning me, just wanting like to do more, and then encourage you guys to do more in y'all's end, and that's what that kind of keeps me going.
I'm-
Lead y'all guys.
I want to get to a point, like Chris was saying, to where we could live comfortably, yet like able to give back, like as you said, children's hospitals, like funding schools, helping poverty kids out with finding food, shelter, and or
Yeah.
like with me, like also like me personally, like everybody knows, like I'm into rhinos and everything. Like I'll be donating to like wildlife foundations and everything. 'Cause, like I mean, yeah, like everything's like fucked, and like I want to help out fix it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's a lot of things, man. Like just imagine like during the holidays, us all collectively we donate so much, and then we're able to like
I could
donate
dress,
to a hospital or to the unfortunate kids out there.
I could dress up as
Like
Santa,
I will
roll up
do
to
I
the
will
hospital.
yeah, I will do that, dude. Like if that was to happen, I'd rather have that than to have like 55 or 60,000 viewers or followers, bro. Like I feel like that's so much powerful, and the impact that we're willing to change lives than to change our own.
Yeah,
Like I do that,
bro.
and
When I volunteered here and there, and just like when you do volunteer stuff, like doing stuff, like it feels so good. Like just seeing other people be happy. Like when I was in high school and I was one of the captains of the football team. Like we went to other schools and like we like hosted events and all this other stuff. Like we had a thing called like a field day where the kids go out and play, so we could encourage them to be playing outside. I remember I was in charge of the tug of war, and
yeah.
then by the end of the day, everybody was at the. They said screw the other events. Like everybody was at the tug of war because I was making it hype. I was like having fun. I was like, all right, all the boys, all the girls, let's see who's better. Da, da, da. And
Go.
I was like, hey, go! Yeah, I wish there was a video of it because like all the coaches and teachers were laughing. Then at one point, all the kids were like, "Oh, we want to go against you." So it was me versus the whole goddamn school, and we were like, "All right, 1, 2, 3." They put the pull. I was like, pulling back. I was like, and they ended up like dragging my ass. And but like just
Yeah,
having those kids laugh and just like have a good time, like it just felt good, dude.
it's powerful, man.
Like leaving a mark in their life, like they're gonna remember that
Forever.
forever. I mean, they're gonna be
And
like
we're
talking to their
proof.
friends. Hey man, you remember that one guy, that big guy, Brandon? Oh, bro, that shit was cool and funny.
Yeah, it's just making an impact in people's lives is one of my goals, man. And I want each and every one of y'all to be able to do that and do it in y'all's own way, wherever that is, because I feel like you could change one person's life. You never know, that person could be the next president or something, and he's gonna remember that forever. And we just gotta make the world a better place. I feel like
The
this world is
domino
going to
effect.
shit. Yeah, this world is it's
The ass.
yeah, pretty much. And there's a lot of people out there that need help. And hopefully one day, God willing, man, it's just we're able to do that and change people's lives for the good. And yeah. So is there? I know, Christian, you're out there staring in the dark. I don't know if you
Yeah.
all right, or
Yeah,
is
okay,
everything
like-
hitting you too
I'm
hard, or
listening.
what?
I'm listening.
Yeah, Mister. I don't need a notes.
Yeah. How'd you feel about all that? I felt like you were just
No,
taking
I
it all in,
mean,
you're soaking it in.
Like I felt like a
I mean-
Captain America speech.
Like, God damn. Shit.
How did I follow this up? Nothing.
yeah.
Oh, damn, dude. I thought about just donating to get pizzas. Man, you got some big ass dreams. I thought about a pizza party at Chuck E. Cheese.
Nah, I feel you on that. Honestly, I feel like giving back is it's a very powerful thing. It's like you said, more powerful than whatever else.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
it affects more people and it leaves a mark on somebody. It's one of those things to where that person's gonna think on later on in life and be like, that one guy helped me, that one guy did something. Like.
Yeah.
You never know if that's the difference between like I don't know, somebody doing something, I don't know, just like it, like you said, domino effect, dude. It could lead to anything. And even if like I said hi to somebody or like even give them a compliment or something, just like made someone's day better,
Yeah.
that just goes on to something else.
Yeah,
It
keep their
really is a
spirits
domino effect. Yeah. Because you never know if somebody's like having a bad day or not having a good month, like anything
Yeah.
helps.
Yeah. It's just life, dude. It could be a fucking pain in the ass, man. But
Sure.
as long as we have each other and we're able to, make a positive impact as well. Why can't we be friends? No. But no, yeah, dude.
Acapella.
It's just,
Oh.
is there any more questions? Yeah, I want to ask because I already done blew off my question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had off top of the dome, so
Yeah.
I want to hear them. Or is that all?
Probably that's all, folks.
And then I know later down the line, I want to keep doing these podcasts with you guys and then with the other guys as well. We still got to introduce Clyde to this dude, and Diego wants to do a podcast, and then Mark wants to do one also. And I know in our future plans and our goals that we're trying to get and try to organize is trying to get out merch and stuff like that. But that's still in the works, and we're still trying to figure out and talk to each other on that part. But hopefully, we'll get everything going, and we'll start kicking off on these games, man, and
You could get
making
your
people's days.
your T95 thong pretty soon.
Yeah. Look at
Hey, if we're doing that, Brandon's got to be a model for it, though.
Hey, man. You ever seen Preston from Jackass?
Nah, but all right, man. I guess this will clear up this podcast with Christian, and I hope everybody's.
Did you already? Do you want to ask that question you said you were saving for the end? Or
I was gonna say you're saving a question for
Oh
the end.
well, yeah, the aliens, man. Like, how do y'all feel about that shit?
Oh shit!
Yeah, like
here comes another hour. Yeah.
Freaking UFOs type thing.
Like how the government confirmed like there's aliens.
Yeah.
I knew it.
I want to talk a little bit about this, and then I want us to pick up about conspiracy theories,
Yeah.
and hopefully we can add Diego in this group the next
Yeah.
time around. But let's get like maybe 10 minutes of this. So how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all actually think there's
Look
aliens
at it.
out there? Bro, I watched the fourth
Okay.
kind, and I
The
tell
first
you, bro,
kind,
it's
bro.
it kind of gets you thinking, and like it.
Bro.
Remember Third Eye? Like it
Uh,
starts opening, start thinking of shit,
oh.
and I feel like, bro, there's something that's got to be out there. Like these. Have you
Yeah.
ever seen the movie Fourth Kind? The Fourth Kind?
Yeah, I've seen that. The one that I fucked up. I watched Signs. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
damn.
Oh, dude, I have not watched that, but my girl says that one scene where the aliens like walking by,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the kids.
it freaks her the fuck out every single time, dude. Like as a kid,
Oh,
that
yeah.
scared the shit out of her.
All in, like all the kids in Mexico. Ah, no,
Yeah.
ah! He just walks across the
Dude.
screen. I
He's
remember,
just chilling. He's like
I'm
walking the sidewalk,
That,
chilling.
like Sasquatch.
yeah, bro. I remember seeing that for the first time, and like honestly, like back then, that was like some new
That was a-
shit. You're like, oh shit,
That was a deal breaker. You're like, fuck,
yeah.
what the fuck was that?
But like
But-
honestly, like just seeing it, like they already knew that there's something else out there. I mean, that had
Yeah.
to be. I mean,
There's
just
no
the
way,
fact,
right?
yeah, just like literally, like we're a little dot in the universe, man,
Yeah.
and it's forever expanding.
Yep.
It's just like, fuck, like how? I don't know. I feel like if we talk about this, it's like a whole another hour. But
Because
we're
I,
gonna have
Dude,
to.
because if we're talking about aliens, I'm gonna start talking about multiple realities, different
Yeah.
dimensions, how
Perception.
dreams link you to your alternate selves through dimensions.
but I mean, there is no possibility out there that there is nothing else in this universe like besides us. Like
Mhm.
there,
Like I
what?
mean, we're finding these planets
Mm,
that can
yeah, that's
support
what I'm
life.
saying.
Like what's stopping it from already having life on there?
That's what I'm saying. And like, of course, like people can argue against it and be like, oh, like the probability of that one bacteria cell multiplying and becoming other things, and then evolution and blah blah blah. I mean, that is, but you have to understand there is literally like trillions upon trillions of even stars and planets and everything else.
Do
So
you,
I mean, there is no shot, dude.
do
There's no
you,
shot.
do you think they will like make contact with us, or will we end up making contact with them first?
Oh, that's a hard question, but I mean,
Yeah,
the
will they
fact
speak
that
English? That is
Yeah.
4K.
some
I feel
real
like
aliens.
I feel like they might be in contact with us, bro, because we're gonna be.
You cutting
There's
out?
already signs with them coming to us with unidentified flying objects. So it's just like,
Bro, there's like times
what?
where I be driving and I see these lights and shit. I'm like, the fuck,
Like,
bro?
yeah, and like is this a motherfucking probe or is this a fucking ship?
You're like, my ass hurts.
Like, why did I wake up with my ass hurting? It's kind of sore.
My ass is beeping.
It's all green. Like he's fucking finger and shit. Just
You that one rip in a fucking arm.
bad. Yeah. But nah, yeah, we're probably
Alright.
just gonna have to pick up this whole conversation later.
All right, but I got one more question. I got one
Oh,
more
okay,
question.
okay. What's up?
I got one more question. You got me like thinking now. But
Yeah.
all right, if you guys believe in that type of stuff, do you believe that we're living in a simulation? Do
I
you
kind of
think
feel
that?
like it, dude, because I talked about this with my brothers. I was like, on the fourth kind, there's a lot of like getting abducted or whatever, right? And
Mhm.
so I was just like, okay. In the movie, it was talking about something like they were like speaking some early language, right? Like it was before like God, Jesus walked the earth, right? And or before Christ, BC, and in the movie, it was like they would talk, and there was like, "Oh, I am God," and it would say that, and I was just like, okay, so if this person gets abducted, right, and they go missing, they can't find anything of. What if they do like studies and they take them, right, and they bring them back down to Earth, and how did I explain it to them? Like, what if we're like them almost, but they had colonized Earth, and they want us to see. They basically want us to see like what we would do. If that makes any sense. Because have you ever seen those pictures of?
We're like their ant farm.
Yeah, that's exactly how I said. Yeah, the ant farm. Like you throw in, in the Bible, like, oh, I'll let there be plants and animals and this and that, right? So
Yeah.
what if aliens are, a god, some type of god, and uh, God made Jesus and was telling them, you got to follow these things, and they gave us, water, or let there be light, and all this other kinds of crazy stuff for us to do. So it kind of made me think, like, fuck, like, what if these fuckers are actually aliens and they sent Jesus to do this, and because I don't know, I just started thinking of crazy shit, bro. Like it made me feel like it made more sense back then when I was thinking of it.
Like,
it was weird.
My friend Josh's girlfriend Manny, we were driving to the zoo the other day on Sunday, and then we were just like, same conversation popped up, and like Josh was like, "Yeah, Manny thinks we're living in a simulation." I was like speak more onto that. I want to hear like your ideas about it. It's like, I don't know, because sometimes like I just look up into the sky and like everything's like too perfect up there. Like everything looks like a picture. And I was like, okay. Yeah, I was like, and then she's like, look right now, and I was like, yeah, look all badass and everything. She's like, that looks like a motherfucking picture, and I was like, eh. Like aliens be showing some slideshows.
Yeah, for real. And that's why they make like fucking signs, of the corn crops.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, this is one of the planets that we're experiencing on. Like, this is it, and this is where we left off on. And shit like that. So
or maybe we're a part of like a zoo to them. Like,
yeah,
like they drive by, and they're like, here are the humans in their natural habitat, and they're like driving around the world, and that's why we see them, but they just
gone, Rebecca.
like we're gonna have a special moment, guys, for extra 9 croutons. We're gonna pick up an alien or pick up a human, and you could play with it.
Yeah,
You can play with it.
Yeah. So
okay, what the fuck, Martha? Help! What?
If y'all were to come in contact with the alien, would y'all be scared?
I don't know, man. I mean, it has.
Okay, but scared for what reason is what you'd have to think about.
Scared for being. I mean, you haven't seen this bitch anywhere.
But I mean, okay, so the thing is, we see aliens as like this big old tall gray, scary looking thing. But what if an alien came in something like smaller, like just didn't look the way we thought it looked, not scarier?
That's my problem though, because like I know like what we depict as aliens, like that's highly like unlikely, and that's what gets me like, oh, what happens if these guys look like the goddamn hellhounds from Call of Duty Zombies? Like what the or like from looks like a spore creature from Spores.
Yeah.
Like what? Like imagine trying to walk up to that.
Yeah.
But I mean, would you walk up to it, or would you let it walk up to you? Is that
I make the first move.
You better not come close to me. Damn.
Hey fucker. Hey fucker.
God, yeah. But
I mean, this is the whole topic though, because I mean, another question I could ask is, do you think Bigfoot is real?
I'm right here, buddy.
I feel like they're real, bro. I just feel like they died off.
Bro,
they're probably they're probably in the same situation as crocodiles. I mean, crocodiles are prehistoric. They're still alive. These guys, they're just dying out.
Just chilling.
But what if their remains like dissolve or some shit? I don't know. They just look like humans. I don't know.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's a whole topic that we can go into, because I mean, we can go into like a lot of other conspiracy theories and other Um,
Like
things
this
that
is
I'm
type
into
of
like like these like paranormal stuff, and I'm also into like different realities, different dimensions.
yeah,
That's when I start. That's when my eye goes.
yeah, for real. Fucking Yu-Gi-Oh and shit.
Yeah, like like I'd be like, what happens? Like this is not like going back on the simulation thing. Like they say, as they say, your life flashes before your eyes. What happens? This is we're flashing right now. Like when we die, like we're like that, or like we're yeah, we're like sleeping in class. And you know how like you jolt up. Like what happens if this is just some crazy dream and we wake up as little kids in class?
Yeah.
oh hell no.
You mean I went through all that shit for nothing?
Our life's crazy and how everything works. But
But I mean, that's even to think like what if the life you're living right now is like you in a coma and you're seeing everything past ahead, like you're like 5 years old in a coma, but you're living out your life right now. So now you
in
have
a
the
different
knowledge that you do right now to back
Yeah.
then.
But the thing is, so there's a guy. He talked about it. He's been in a coma, and he was like, dude, honestly, like when you're in a coma, like you could be like 35, but like say you were in a coma when you were 17, like you'll still be having dreams as a 17-year-old because that was the last thing you saw.
Damn.
Yeah, so you'll still be dreaming about like high school and that girl you liked in high school and everything
damn, that's
because
fucking
that's the last thing
crazy.
you saw.
Or he remembers. Yeah,
Oh
That's
yeah, that too.
crazy. That's crazy, dude.
Or that like also like being in a coma, like they also say like they could hear and like they're like what they see inside their dreams or whatever or like in their head, like they could like put pictures together and like make their own little like scenes in their head when they hear you talk. Crazy.
yeah. It's a dude.
Oh, say that again. Your shit went out.
Cut it, couldn't out.
I want us to talk about this stuff when Diego's in here because I
Yeah,
feel like
Dago's like that's his bread and butter type shit.
we're able to fucking talk maybe 3 hours of this shit. What's our time on this one?
We're almost done. We're basically done right now, man.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and cut it to the next episode.
Yeah,
Hopefully
man.
y'all enjoyed this one. Christian, I know it's a long waiting for this podcast, but I appreciate you
Yeah, man.
doing this, and hopefully we keep going and doing more funny shit and more podcasts, more episodes of
As we continue to expand T95, hopefully we have the best journeys.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to do or shout out or anything?
You want to plug yourself real quick?
All right, shout out to my girl. You can find her on Twitter. Twitter's Haley Bear. Shout out to my channel and Twitter, which is my Twitter is Chris G Marm right now, and Twitch as of right now, which I don't know if I'm gonna change the name
Yeah.
soon, but it is Galactic Shark. You can find it probably if Brandon here
We'll
links
probably leave
it.
it in the link
Yeah, all
in the
the
description.
everything is gonna be down in the descriptions
Yeah.
and the links
Yeah.
below.
But just want to shout out shout out myself, shout out the team. We all just gotta grind it out, dude. It's gonna be a long journey. Just gotta keep going. Gotta keep these views going up. Gotta keep good content coming out.
For 100%. Yeah, man. We appreciate you coming
Yes,
on
sir.
board, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Sharing the same vision, though. So we can keep going.
All
Take
right.
some. But
All right, guys. Time to kick it out. Nah, fun. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in again to episode 6. I appreciate y'all guys coming in here, listening. Please leave a like, subscribe, and don't forget to go visit those links down below. Give everybody a follow, maybe a little subscription here and there. You know,
Yes,
support
sir.
the team.
support the
Guys,
team.
we appreciate it.
Yeah.
It means a lot.
If you don't forget to leave a comment down below too. Like, what do you think about the alien situation, or like, what are your
Or-
conspiracy theories?
Yeah. Or what topics y'all guys want to hear from us, or any questions y'all want from us. Yeah, just hit us up, man. Y'all know
Yeah.
where to find us.
All right, guys. You have a good night.
Yeah. Peace out.
Peace.